Hello, I am Miaomiao Yan. Today I'd like to talk about my project. It's called How DIY. It is an app which could help people create some DIY decorations at home and could be helpful for people to get a sense of peace and warmth. So starting with the background of my project. There are three relevant facts of home decorations. The first one is, according to the national lockdown stay-at-home guidance, people have to stay at home to protect themselves due to the coronavirus. The second point is, currently there are only a few basic lifestyle shops which are open, so people cannot easily and directly buy home decorations that fit their hearts. In addition, there are many good DIY YouTubers who have a lot of followers. This shows that people are interested in DIY. Now let's move on to the aim and objectives. My aim is creating some DIY decorations at home to help people get peaceful and warm feeling in isolation situation, and helping people who move into a new house from another city when they feel that the new home is cold and uncomfortable. There are 5 objectives in my project. They are decorating real life, shop, color, DIY tips, and shape. For example, it will be quick DIY with functions, finding where to buy tools, having recommended color and useful DIY tips. Here are the process and the timeline I have done so far. In the future, I will complete the prototype and the test. Here is the key finds from the survey and the user interview. I asked 23 people to do the survey. More than half of people will follow DIY blogs. More than half would like to try DIY at home. People feel that DIY gives them a sense of happiness, relaxation, positivity, energy, and surprise. Over 50% of people care about the time spent on DIY. Most people care about the difficulty of DIY, the tools they use, and how to get them. And from the 26 people, I found 3 people who had DIY experience and had just moved to a new city to interview. In my persona, there are 2 types of people. One is the beginner of DIY. Another one is the advanced of DIY. So to sum up, there are the key finds from 3 interviews. They want a DIY that is cheap, quick, inspiring, and easy to do. The opportunity points are when they feel lost in buying tools and materials, and when they have trouble with the DIY process. In addition, I also do the competitive analysis. They have few DIY decoration at home, lack of comments and communication, lack of detailed DIY tips, and they are not suitable for people's home. So the DIY sets on the market and YouTube don't meet their needs. There is my user journey map. As you see, 3 of them had a similar DIY experience, but some of them were different. Like the boy in pink, would choose not to do when the DIY time is uncontrolled. The girl in yellow feels confused in some tips. The girl in green and the boy in pink have trouble of no materials to replace. According to the user's pain point, the DIY app should have some feature like a DIY decoration with function. Used for DIY tips, the DIY time, where to buy the materials and tools, how much of the tools, how difficult the DIY is, and some recommended color. Lastly, I will show my paper prototype. It shows that a flow of my DIY app. Users will use it to search for interesting DIY tutorials. At the bottom of the tutorials, there will be a list of tools and a step-by-step process, and each tutorial will have a separate forum to give users inspiration, where each user can upload their creations or asking questions and exchange ideas. In addition, users can use it to buy tools, find inspiration for alternative materials, and create unique DIY decorations at home. Okay, this is my presentation. Thank you for listening.